Well, today is Wednesday, May 2nd. This is RP McAllister, also known as RP Blonde. I am putting out a message here like I did last year at this time, at the beginning of May, due to a person I am familiar with who has a birthday on Friday, May 4th. This message is for her, and I'm going to start off here by saying, hey, happy birthday, Erin. RP here again, doing what I resorted to last year, leaving another birthday recording. Well, I believe that 2018 is a somewhat of a significant year for you. Yes, according what little information I have on you, I think there might be a 4 and maybe a 0 in your hand of cards that were dealt to you this year from life's deck of cards. Now, this is without giving anything away in terms of telling anybody about your actual age. Why? Because number one, I'm still that gentleman I have pronounced to be, and I do assure people. And number two, I know how to be discreet. I must say, I have been around much longer than some of these people, and as well as Erin, and old enough to say that the best thing to come out of 1978 is of the following list. It is not Superman, which is considered the first modern day era superhero movie. It's not Chuck Norris's Good Guys Wear Black or Burt Reynolds' Hooper. It is not Clint Eastwood's Every Which Way But Loose classic. It is not even the original Halloween. Nor is it even the mega music duo of that year in as well as that time period of Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. Nor is it the mega TV sci-fi classic series of Battlestar Galactica. Wow, woo. No, none of them. What it is only one thing. It is you, Erin. I really mean this. I'm serious, no joking aside. You, sunshine, you rise above all of these phenoms, these greats from 1978. You know what, Erin? You really have something in common with all these forms of entertainment. You're a classic. You really are a class act. And I say this seriously with a straight face. Let's move on, shall we? Now, despite that you are still remaining silent toward me, so unfortunate and so sad, I still think the world of you. You really are something to behold of. Now, how about that? She's a classic and something to behold of. Now, is that saying something or not? I don't know who is the moron thinking that May 4th should be called Star Wars Day. This has been going on for a while, about 5 or so years. Maybe more, don't know. For some reason, someone out there has toyed with the classic line from the Star Wars movies, "May the Force be with you," and replacing Force with Fourth. Somewhat clever, but just silly. This day is for someone that's really more clever, a little silly maybe, but really more sassy, witty, and definitely charming. Alright, now I can sit here and go into more of my grave situation up here in Northern California, or go into more of the fact of not being a friend yet is actually taking a toll on me. and somehow, in a way, keeping me stuck up here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Erin, since we met in 2011, I've no, I've noticed within myself that since then, in each passing day now, I have become a very restless person, meaning that my mind races quite a bit when it comes not just to you, but to women in general. It looks like if I never really get to express myself to anyone, or to Erin, you especially, in other words, I want to, this really needs to be done in person, then my mind really will never rest. And who knows what will ever happen to me. I will never be at peace. Peace of mind, what is that? I don't know. I have a feeling I will not be at peace within myself unless if all this can be resolved. Because in a way, all this is kind of eating away at me. Now, I was serious, and still am, in believing that becoming a friend of yours was going to help me greatly, I thought, and or be something of a lifeline, maybe a lifesaver for me to get into a better place. Because where I was it was just not a good place. Plus, our friendship, and I thought really hard about this, that this friendship could really do absolute wonders for me, and that I would benefit greatly from this. Well, instead, and obviously, certain factors, things, and people got in the way of all this. Maybe this curse of mine, this curse which I have been repeatedly writing about in the so called letters, really is what it is. I hope that I'm not really cursed here or damned. I just don't know. It's just, I'm really starting to believe more and more into this curse. I'm sorry, and I mean it, I'm really sorry if anything in these past years I've said, written, or done has either upset you, offended you, or disturbed you in any way. That was not my intention at all with you. Now, this is especially when I tried going through your publicist and her firm to reach you back in the spring of 2013. Presently, at this point, I feel I needed to get this this incident 5 years ago off my chest here. Someone I was acquainted with, this person has moved out of the state now, had came to me back in early 2013, knowing that I was trying to reach you, and gave me an alternative, a new angle of getting to you. I was presented with the public relations firm's name, the address, the publicist, and the phone number for her. So I thought, well, I'll give this a whirl, I'll give it a shot, and tried for a couple of months, but with no success. By July, I kind of folded up and left that option in the dust. So here I am. I sincerely, deeply, and gratefully apologize if I caused you any anguish or grief here, as well as for this avenue that I tried those 5 years ago. I guess I should have not have taken that information given to me and gone and done what I did. Now, is there any way you can ever find in your heart to ever forgive me, Erin? Really, please. I'd really appreciate it. I don't know if it is this incident, this thing that has excuse me, that is the reason you have kept this long dead silence toward me. Will I ever know? Who knows? Maybe the man upstairs, God knows, I guess. Well, change of tone and back onto the funny positive side here. Gotta remember, this is someone's birthday, right? Now, I will take the time here, and even on Friday, when I can, to raise a glass to you. And I've been kind of doing this since around 2012, 2013. I'm always raising a glass, either at Christmas or May 4th. So, here's my toast and send-off to you. So, here's to the lady of the ballroom, who can breathe but better now and easier with his so-called newfound wealth. The one who wants to shock and awe others, including me, with such a provocative, should mention eye-opening, cover an article in such an established magazine called Health. With a Florida blonde who chooses driveways over patio furniture or even tanning salons just so she can, by using Sunblock 75, can get that Florida beach tan. Well, this sassy one with the tan, without looking 75 years old, rather be interviewed by someone like Megyn Kelly while having her toes in the sand. Alright, I guess you can take the girl away from the bright tropical beach, but in the end, you cannot take the beach from this woman because she'll always be within arm's reach. To see an interview between two Irish blondes, wow, I say as I get a big sigh. Here I must quote a 1980s rap song. It takes two blondes in this case, to make it out of sight. So this gal here, I found out recently, apparently tied the knot in a place where Cub Scouts, maybe Boys and Girls Clubs of America too, learn to tie knots as well as other matters. We're talking about Yellowstone National Park. Knowing what she's done here, she never ceases to surprise or amaze me. What's next? Is it eggs in a freezer, or maybe getting an animal that barks? For someone of an actress who I suspect has been bitten by the Hollywood bug, it's great that 2017 was a busy one for her as I managed to catch some of her appearances, but mostly I'd rather just give from her a hug. Don't tell sunshine here to celebrate too early, yet especially if it consists of drinking what's called bone broth. Really, what does it do? Erin, really, stick to something of quality and a substantial meal like sliced sirloin and a cold brew. Maybe the puppy is here that she's longed for, as well as going to that fun palace that's been waiting for her, like Disneyland. Yet I am not as extravagant or dreaming big, because a friend of hers is what I need. Arena, many women have graced that Dancing with the Stars stage, but pushing them aside is necessary. After all, you'll always be the only lady of the ballroom to me. So I end here with this message by taking this opportunity here to wish you seriously and sincerely the best, the warmest, and the safest of all of your past and forthcoming, as in forthcoming, birthdays. Take care, and as always, with my highest regards and respect, R.P. McAllister out. Happy birthday.